Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one for you this morning. Never a dull day in crypto. Listen to these headlines. Bitcoin dominance is weakening. Could this be the verge of an altcoin bull run? We'll take a look at that. Chris Larson urges Bitcoin to change, and we'll see how. And Jed McCallum XRP stash could run out sooner than you think. Brad Garlinghouse discusses burning the XRP escrow, and wait for it, listen to this, on As Ripple Turns, SpaghettiOs, the judge grants Ripple an order for Jay Clayton's records pertaining to everything on One River Asset Management. This really gets ugly with the court case. Let's just roll this beautiful intro and unpack it. Here we go.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove and everything that we're talking about here today. Let's go ahead and get into this. The numbers are brought to you by Unstoppable Domains. That's right, they are unstoppable. And here are the most recent premium domain names for finance. Look at some of these here. Some of Bonds is here. ATH, all-time high, right? Cashout.crypto, Trader.crypto, Net Worth. Look at this one down here. Wealthy, ETFs. There was one here that really got me, and I was like, I can't believe it's still there. Day Trade impressed me that that's still there. Let's see, somebody got Cash Advance. I thought that was really a great one too. But as you see, ATMs.crypto, checking.crypto, richest.crypto is still available. FICO Score, that's the one that blew me away right there. So make sure you guys check out the Unstoppable Domains. Each week they're going to be releasing premium domain names for you guys to have a swing at. That is pretty incredible. All right, now let's get to the numbers right here. 2 trillion plus for the cryptocurrency market space, 54,000 for Bitcoin. We will discuss an article that says the dominance right now is weakening for Bitcoin, and that could set up a bull run for the altcoins. Right now, Ethereum's coming in at $2,500, and XRP, courtesy of the dereliction of duty and intimidation tactics, is at the number 4 spot at $1.31. We are off by 24.75% on the 7-day. That stings. Let's go ahead and take a look at the range on the price right now before we get started. We're at $1.29 on fiat link right this moment, and we are ranging between $1.26 and $1.41. Remember, there are a couple different support levels. If my memory serves me right, $1.33 was one, and I think $1.20 was another one. There is a video I'm going to put together after this where we look at some of the charting experts who have had some success in calling this market of late, and we're going to take a look at what they're saying about where the price is ranging right now. One of them is even suggesting we could see a correction as deep in the 90-cent area, but they still see nothing but a huge upside. We'll get into that in the next video. However, let's go ahead and get started here. So we start with this from Bond Crypt this morning. Shout out to you. Coinbase continues to actively expand in India with new hires. Now, this is incredible to me because we know India has been back and forth like a bad tennis match with we're banning crypto, we're not banning crypto. And to me, when you see Coinbase continuing to expand their operations there, let alone, you know, this is Pankaj Gupta, and I hope I said your name right. If I didn't, forgive me. A former Google Pay engineering lead in India, Asia Pacific, as the vice president of engineering site lead for India. Now, that is a major hire to me. So when I see somebody like that leaving a position that they've had such, success at, and obviously it's a very elevated position they left to come there to Coinbase to head up that venture. To me, that seems like, there is nothing but upside coming for India and their citizens. So this is pretty exciting. All right, now, Bond Crypt, shout out to you. Hopefully the altcoin season begins. Bitcoin dominance is about to drop below 50% for the first time in 3 years. A weakening Bitcoin presence could give altcoins the moonshot they have waited for 3 years. Let's just take a look at this really quickly, because I think that's pretty much the gist of it. But basically, CoinGraph, Markets Pro, and TradingView revealed a lackluster day for Bitcoin traders as BTC to USD briefly dipped below 53,000 before stabilizing around $1,000 higher. The move came as Bitcoin was about to lose its market cap dominant supremacy to altcoins in what traditionally marks the real start of the alt season. Who's ready for that? Because I know I am. And the charts from on-chain monitoring resources CoinMarketCap showed that as of Thursday, Bitcoin shares overall cryptocurrency market capitalization stood at just over 50.1%. Having decreased sharply this year's despite its own price gains. Bitcoin's market cap shared versus altcoins looked set to break through support, which is held over 3 years. Now, I don't know what this will do, right? But I mean, according to history as it's laid out, this could be a huge sign for a big run for the altcoins. We're going to keep an eye on this. And again, I am going to do a second video today, and we will jump deeper into what the analysts, because I like to lean into them, because of lately, the ones that we're looking at have been really, really making strong calls on where the market is. So I trust their thoughts a lot more than I do my own. So, okay, now here coming to Bond Crypt XRP says UK bank NatWest bars businesses that accept crypto. And here we go. We're getting ready to look at something from Chris Larson after this too, so stay with me. We talked about this before. We covered this, how bigger banks are saying we don't want to deal with banks, or corporate customers who deal in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. That's what this is about. The bank's head of risk pointed to the warning by the UK Financial Conduct Authority, which is really like the equivalent of the SEC here, right? So, but take a look at this, because this is Chris Larson, and Chris Larson has urged the Bitcoin community to shift from proof of work model to proof of stake. This model, he says, will ensure Bitcoin maintains its dominance in the crypto market. Well, this is an interesting comment, knowing that on the heels of banks saying that they don't want to deal with corporate customers who are themselves dealing in Bitcoin. And then Chris Larson now urging them to switch over from proof of work to proof of stake, which to me, and look, I'm not the all-knowing here, so I really asked this in a very trying to understand manner, because proof of stake feels like a parallel move to me. It really doesn't feel like a solution. And if anything, it feels more like kicking the can down the road than it does a true solution itself to solve the issues that Bitcoin has. However, we will see what happens, but this would be interesting, to see what the effects of proof of stake would be for Bitcoin versus proof of work. So, all right, this is where we're going right here. Let me see. We have, there's something different about the ex-Ripple CTO, Jed McCaleb's XRP dumping pattern. Listen to this. McCaleb is selling 22.6 million on a daily basis rather than 40 million. McCaleb's XRP riches may dry up by August or September of this year. We could be looking at the end of summer, and Jed McCaleb is done getting his escrow release on the settlement they had when he had to split from Ripple. And that would be interesting, because I have to wonder if we don't see a settlement with the SEC before, this actually runs out for Jed McCaleb. I don't know if the two even matter, or if they align with one another in any way or not, but it certainly seems to me, if we haven't had a solution in the case before August or September, I would think that this certainly doesn't hurt but help the ability to find a solution for the SEC versus Ripple, which is absolutely unfolding to be a nightmare. Because take a look at this. This is a great interview that Tony from Thinking Crypto did, and shout out to you, my friend. By the way, Tony from Thinking Crypto is one of the amazing YouTubers, as well as many who are in the film Cryptonaires, which is going to be released very, very soon. I know a lot of people feel like it isn't, but trust me, there's a lot more to making a film and getting a distributor and getting these things set up. What I can tell you is that it will be ready to be released very soon, and I can tell you from the very beginning here, this will be a movie that everyone will be able to see for free. And that is something we can lay at my business partner, Dustin Plantholt's feet, because I tell you, he did an amazing job to work his butt off to be able to find someone who would agree to those terms. And that is pretty amazing. Everyone will be able to see that movie for free. And I don't mind saying it's a pretty great movie, and understanding where the things are in this moment in the market. I think you'll be pretty blown away by the people's comments in that film. All right, so looking here in this interview that was really awesome from Tony, there was a moment where they went over this about the idea of new ideas when asked about burning XRP tokens that are held in the company's escrow. And Brad Garlinghouse clearly said, hey, I'm always open to and interested in new ideas that are good for the XRP ecosystem. I don't rule anything out. Garlinghouse also mentioned that it didn't make much sense for Ripple to dump XRP, dismissing such accusations as misinformation. And a whopping 47.8 billion XRP are currently locked up in Ripple's escrow. This is more than the cryptocurrency current circulating supply of 45.4 billion tokens. In December, CTO David Schwartz tweeted that there would be nothing that Ripple could do to stop the XRPL validators and the community from burning its tokens. But of course, that would be, a vote that would take place apparently, through those validators. So looking here, check this part out here. Other highlights: the centralized ownership of XRP was highlighted in the lawsuit brought against Ripple by the SEC. And it says here, the suit was, of course, a major topic of the latest Garlinghouse interview. Ripple's boss acknowledged that the XRP's community ongoing effort to intervene in the lawsuit while picking up the narrative about conflict of interest in the SEC's high-profile enforcement action. He said, I don't know. I'm not really that much of a conspiracy theorist. Certainly, the optics of some of the decisions that Jay Clayton has made since then, and certainly Bill Hinman has made since then, don't look great. That's a hell of a statement. The fact that Simpson Thacher is a member of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, and he's getting paid by Thacher while he's there, those things don't look great. Again, Garlinghouse also slammed digital asset manager Grayscale for dissolving its XRP trust and replacing it with Chainlink One because the clarity doesn't exist for Chainlink either. Very good comments. And in this moment, I put out a tweet yesterday and I asked Brian Brooks, who is now the CEO of Binance, if relisting XRP would be one of his first priorities as the CEO of Binance. And I'll tell you what, I think we all should politely tag him, hashtag relist XRP on Binance. And I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. And I mean, obviously, Brian Brooks is a man who knows regulation better than most, the former head of the OCC. I don't think that would be a big leap to see him do such a thing. So here we go. This is where the plot thickens, building off of Brad Garlinghouse's comments in that interview with Tony. We now know that there has been a granting by the judge for Ripple to give them an order to release all information regarding Jay Clayton. This just in, and One River Asset Management. Jay Clayton was hired by One River on March 29, 2021. One River manages $2.5 billion institutional Bitcoin hedge fund. How about that? And then here it says, this is from Queen Crypto, and shout out to you, Queen Crypto. 2 of 3 says One River Asset Management was founded by Alan Howard. Alan Howard was signed by Chris Wheeler, Citadel Group, to manage CJW Capital Management. CJW Capital Management is funded by George Soros. Wait, remember, Citadel Group and SLV squeeze. Hello, George. And it says here in Exhibit 5, Ripple subpoena to One River Asset Management, 126 ATN, SEC, Ripple versus Ripple. I'm sorry, SEC versus Ripple. This is the actual filing of the subpoena right here. This is it. And it says right in here, and this is on the courtlistener.com site here. So it does seem to be very, very legit here. It says subpoena to produce documents, information, or objects to permit inspection of premises in a civil action. Wow. The plot thickens. as Ripple turns. This is what's going on here. Now let's go ahead and move forward, because this is the guy who just got more than 5-year term here. The Senate approves Gary Gensler's full 5-year term. He will remain at the helm of the agency until 2026. Now this, to me, is very interesting, because obviously with the Ripple SEC case, this just keeps getting uglier and uglier and uglier. And at some point, I feel like we've got to get to a summary judgment here, because I don't think they're going to want to keep digging down into everybody's underwear drawer. That's just my personal thought on the matter, but we shall see, because here they go. Now, this is a great comment to finish on here, and this is from Jeremy Allaire on Pompliano's podcast, talking with him. And listen to what he says about when he's asked, how big's this market? What are we talking about here, Jeremy? Jeremy Allaire from Circle, USD coin, right? I mean, there's massive things going on. Is this a $1 trillion market opportunity? What is this? Listen to this quick clip here.
Is this a $100 billion opportunity? Is it a $1 trillion opportunity?
Yeah.
How big do you think it can get?
We think it's far larger than $1 trillion opportunity. It's M2. So M2 today globally is about $100 trillion. And so that's commercial bank money. That's electronic money in the traditional commercial bank form factor.
And they believe it's a $100 trillion market. In other words, all the money. That's what we're talking about. All the money. Look, I mean, this is pretty awesome to me. I mean, now he's talking about USD in the crypto space broadly in that particular comment. I don't want to mislead anybody, but it just makes me think of all the money, right? The Interledger Protocol, the ILP Summit, and where all of this began, and the ability and the interoperability from the ILP, the XRP ledger, to really bring all the money, the M2 money, to this digital realm. That's where we're at here on this day. That's going to do it for me. Look, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment below, share with somebody you know. And before we get out of here, make sure you know that Kava Labs is the place to go and check out your high yield earnings if you want them on your crypto. Look at some of these percentages, 43+% right here, 34%, 22% plus for XRP. You're not getting this in traditional markets. 73% plus on hard token. I'm telling you, I've been very busy behind the scenes. I'm checking this out, and what I'd like to do for the community and myself is to put a little bit in this and then just watch it and just watch the earnings happen. You know, I don't know if it's $1,000 or $500. We'll figure something out, and I will put that in there, and we'll be able to watch it together. I think that would be a great idea. All right, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and definitely hit that like and subscribe. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers. Make sure you hit that button. Check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. They are trusted, vetted links, and I'll catch all of you on the next one.